Hello everyone, welcome to the second devlog of this series. In this video, I'm going to be creating NPCs, houses, and much more. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do was 3D model the characters, and I started by making a base so I could easily replicate this and make multiple NPCs. So let's get started showing off the males here we got. So as you can see, I just split it into different villagers that could be reused. Villager male A right here. We got villager male B right here. And then right here we have a shopkeeper. And finally right here we have a mayor. Now let's show off some of the females. So for the females, we have female A, and we also have female B right here. And this right here is just where I modeled all of the villagers right here. Now let me go get into the code just a little bit. I'm not going to show the code, but as you can see right here, we just imported it into here, and then I added in the animations with Mixamo using a breathing idol for this guy. I made an AI for the NPCs, and I just created child blueprints for all the other NPCs. So I'm going to simulate right here, as you can see. As you can see right here, we have a character walking around, just randomly roaming, like an NPC in a village. So it adds a lot of life to the game. It's very important. It's simple to add. So the next thing I want to show off is how I make the interiors of the house. And instead of just modeling, like making it where you go inside the house model, actually how it works is I create a separate level right here, as you can see, for the house, for the player to go into. And whenever you go to the door, it's going to take you to this level. And as you can see, I'm just reusing a lot of the same assets I used for my other house in the game, so that I just makes it a lot easier. I add in a lot of windows for lighting. That's my favorite way to add lighting. And this is the second home, as you can see here. Just a lot of similar assets, just placed differently. This way it makes it a lot easier to make levels. So just using modular assets is really helpful, as you can see right here. We're using some of the same NPCs. And then right here we have a collision box right here. This is to whenever you go in the collision, it will load up the new level, and I can just set it to whatever level I want it to be. So it's pretty nice to use. And then this is my favorite home right here. This is the third NPC home. Right here you can tell it's a pretty luxurious house right here. And we got two different NPCs right here, and some beautiful lighting as well. And let's test it out really quick just to show it off. As you can see right here, it works pretty well actually. And you can talk to the NPCs as well too. I added dialogue. Actually, I added dialogue quite a while ago. I learned how to use it from a guy called Crystal Clear Games, and added it into the game. So thanks to him. Alright, so the next thing I want to explain is how I make a shop system right here. So I made this shop model right here in Blender. I added some textures to it. And then I made this collision box for shop interaction. And basically, how it works is when you go on it, it's going to open the shop UI you see right here. And you can select an item, and it's just going to add it into your inventory. Now basically the way it works is the wooden sword has like a variable if it's locked or not. And when you click on it, if your rubies, your currency is enough, it's going to set it to locked. So it's going to check right here, do you have enough dragon shards? Is it greater than or equal to 25? And if it is, it's going to run the logic to equip it. However, if you already do have 25, it's going to say that you already have this item. If you have less than 25, it's going to say you do not have enough. So right here, I'm going to show you how I made the I want to show you how I made the currency system first. So right here in the inventory, I added this new item called a dragon shard, which is kind of like a ruby, as you can see right here. Look at the 3D model. It looks a bit like a ruby from The Legend of Zelda, but a bit different. And then right here is the pickup actor. And basically we have the dragon shard right here with the little particle effect, and when you run into it, it's going to increase the variable of your dragon shards and replicate it on the screen. You can see right here, it's going to do the logic right here to add 1 to the dragon shard amount. Now, let me show it off for you. So because there's a save system, it already has how many dragon shards I had currently. So I have 24 right now. Now I have 25. And as you can see on my inventory, I already have 2 swords, so it will not let me buy the sword because I already have it. And if you already have a sword, it's not gonna let you rebuy it. But if you didn't have the sword before, you can buy it when you have enough rubies. I mean dragon shards, that's what we're calling them. As you can see right here, it opens up the shop system, and I can buy a potion, for example, and it adds 1 to my amount of potions right here. So yeah, that's the shop system working right there. So the last thing I want to show you guys is the swimming system. So right here we have our water, and actually what I did is I created a little swimming hitbox right here, and basically here's how it works. So let me open it up, and as you can see right here, it's actually a cube just with an invisible material on it. And basically whenever you touch this cube, it's just going to make you use a swimming animation. So technically you're just walking across the cube like normal, except that gives you a swimming animation. But because the cube is invisible, it looks like you're swimming over the water. So as you can see right here on begin overlap, it's just gonna set the variable is swimming to true, and then when you leave the water, it's gonna set it to false. And then basically right here, I created a little swimming blend space, as you can see right here. And then inside of this blend space, I just had to have a swimming idle and a swimming animation that I got from Mixamo. And then inside of the animation blueprint, whenever swimming is true, it's gonna play this blend space, and that variable is only activated when you hit the hitbox. So you only put the swimming animation when you're walking across the invisible hitbox, making it look like that you're swimming. So as you can see right here, we're accessing the variable and we're promoting it to a new variable, and based off of that, we will do swimming, and inside of there is a swimming blend space, as you can see right here. So it's pretty simple code actually. It's just making an illusion actually. So technically, you're not actually swimming, you're not floating, you're just walking across an invisible cube with some swimming animations. So let me show you that right now. As you can see, I'm going to walk over to the water. Alright, so let me jump in really quick, and as you can see, we got some swimming. It actually works pretty well. It looks pretty convincing. But technically, we're swimming over a hitbox. We're technically not floating, even though it looks like we are. But yeah, just like the Legend of Zelda, it's kind of similar as swimming movement to like the swimming you might see in like Twilight Princess, for example. And that's the kind of one I wanted, because swimming is not a main part of the game. I just wanted the water to make sense, and this is simple enough to make it enjoyable and not feel weird just walking through a water plane like I used to do. Okay, so that is basically everything I wanted to go over in this video. Now before I get to the gameplay of the whole entire update, I want to tell you guys, I really want to grow this channel so everybody gets to see how amazing this game could be. So if we get to 50 subscribers, I'm going to teach you guys how to make your very own online multiplayer game in Unreal Engine. All you guys got to do is subscribe so I can teach you guys how to make your very own online multiplayer game just like this. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and let's get started with the gameplay.
Well, look who's a sleepyhead right now. Kai, wake up.
Let me go back to sleep.
We don't got time to waste. Today's very important. Stop kissing your pillow. Wake up!
Alright, jeez, I'm getting up. Huh.